the dimly lit town of Ravensbrook, nestled between eerie woods and a foreboding mountain range, a chilling tale of madness unfolds. Legend spoke of a deranged artist named Victor Grimm, whose paintings were said to come alive with sinister purpose. As the story goes, Victor had always been eccentric, but his obsession with capturing the true essence of his subjects led him down a dark path. One fateful night, during a thunderstorm that matched his tumultuous mind, Victor painted a portrait of a forlorn woman named Isabella. Her eyes seemed to follow anyone who dared to gaze upon the canvas. Rumors spread like wildfire. Whispers of Victor's painting shifting and his subjects disappearing plagued the town. People claimed to have glimpsed tortured souls trapped within the frames. The once vibrant market square now stood empty, overshadowed by the terrifying collection of Victor's art that adorned the buildings. As the fear escalated, a group of brave townsfolk decided to confront Victor in his ominous mansion atop the hill. They entered, trembling, and found themselves surrounded by countless paintings, all capturing the unsettling gaze of their subjects. Victor, gaunt and wild-eyed, greeted them with a chilling grin. He revealed that he had discovered a way to transfer aspects of his subjects' souls into his art, forever binding them to the canvas. The more he painted, the more he lost himself to the darkness within. The group watched in horror as Victor painted a live subject before their eyes, the poor soul's visage contorting in agony as it merged with the portrait. The townspeople fled in terror, but not all escaped unscathed. Some claimed to feel a sinister presence lingering within them, as if a piece of their own souls had been stolen. They banded together to devise a plan to end Victor's reign of terror. One moonless night, the townspeople marched to Victor's mansion armed with torches and resolve. A fierce battle ensued, as Victor used his cursed paintings to fend off his assailants. But his madness had left him vulnerable, and as dawn broke, the townsfolk cornered him in his studio. In a final desperate act, Victor painted a self-portrait, hoping to immortalize himself. But as his brush touched the canvas, his body convulsed, and his eyes glowed with an otherworldly light. The painting came alive, and Victor's soul was trapped within his own creation, forever condemned to stare out from the eerie portrait. With Victor's downfall, the curse that had gripped Ravensbrook slowly lifted. The paintings lost their malevolent power, and the town began to heal. Yet, some say that on moonless nights, if you listen carefully, you can still hear Victor Grimm's deranged laughter echoing through the abandoned mansion, a chilling reminder of the darkness that once consumed him in the town of Ravensbrook. In the heart of the remote village of Blackwood, a sinister mansion stood, its shadowy presence casting a pall over the entire community. Locals spoke of the dwelling as the Widow's Keep, a place cursed by a tragic history. Decades ago, a wealthy widow named Eleanor resided in the mansion with her young son, Thomas. Eleanor was known for her beauty, but also for her reclusive nature and obsession with the occult. Whispers circulated that she practiced dark rituals within the mansion's walls. One stormy night, a group of concerned villagers, fearing for young Thomas's safety, ventured to the mansion. They were met with a gruesome sight. Eleanor's lifeless body lay on the floor, surrounded by a circle of candles and arcane symbols. Thomas was nowhere to be found. Rumors began to spread that Eleanor's obsession with the occult had led to her demise, and that her restless spirit still haunted the mansion. Locals claimed to hear eerie whispers in the wind and see flickering lights within its windows. Years later, a family from the city moved to Blackwood, unaware of the mansion's dark history. The Andersons, consisting of John, his wife Emily, and their daughter Lily, were captivated by the Widow's Keep and decided to restore it to its former glory. They believed it would provide the tranquility they longed for. As they settled into the mansion, strange occurrences plagued the Andersons. Doors slammed shut on their own, whispers echoed through the halls. And Lily's toys seemed to move of their own accord. Emily's health deteriorated rapidly, and she became obsessed with uncovering the mansion's secrets. One night, Emily discovered a hidden room in the attic, adorned with sinister paintings and an old journal. The journal detailed Eleanor's descent into darkness, her attempts to summon otherworldly entities, and her final, desperate ritual. Emily's obsession deepened as she delved into the dark arts, believing she could communicate with Eleanor's spirit. As Emily's connection to the occult grew, so did the mansion's malevolence. Lily's behavior became erratic, and John's sanity began to crumble. The mansion seemed to feed on their fears and weaknesses, manifesting their darkest nightmares. Desperate to save his family, John sought the help of a local priest, Father Thomas. Together, they performed an exorcism to cleanse the mansion of its malevolent spirits. The ritual unleashed a torrent of supernatural forces, shaking the very foundation of the Widow's Keep. In a climactic battle between the forces of good and evil, the mansion's dark energy consumed Emily. Yet, Her sacrifice managed to sever the connection between the living and the dead, banishing Eleanor's vengeful spirit from the mortal realm. The Andersons fled the mansion, scarred by their harrowing experience. The village of Blackwood, though haunted by its past, began to heal once more. The widow's keep remained standing as a grim reminder of the horrors that had unfolded within its walls. To this day, the mansion stands empty, a foreboding relic of a twisted history. Some say that on certain moonless nights, a mournful wail can be heard echoing from its depths, a ghostly reminder of the tragic tale that unfolded within the walls of the widow's keep.